Hello, everyone. Today, I have an exciting news to share with you. I am launching a brand new coaching program called Reconnect with Yourself. This program helps you heal, connect deeper with yourself, and embrace your feminine energy. And this is a group coaching program for women at any age. And we begin on the 2nd of December, so this Saturday. So if this is the first time you watched me live, let me know in the comment section where you're watching from so I can welcome you to my world. And if you have been in my world for a while, let me know that you are watching so I can say hi to you. My name is Vân An. I'm a life coach and a certified master coach in Neuro-Linguistic-Programming. I am very passionate about helping other women to reconnect with their authentic self so they can feel more confident about themselves and free to be who they are. And I am passionate about helping other women to connect deeply with who they are and heal their wounded inner child. So, a lot of us have been carrying the emotional wounds from our childhood, consciously or unconsciously. So a lot of times, we don't understand our emotions and we may project our anger and frustration onto our loved ones. And then we may regret, like, what did I do? Why did I say so? And like, why did I hurt their feelings? So when you carry these emotional wounds, you are not aware of your emotions and you may accidentally hurt other people's feelings. So that's why I am so passionate about helping other women to understand their emotions, to understand why they do what they do, why they feel the way they feel, so that they can create more beautiful relationships with their loved ones and they can have more peace of mind. And I'm so passionate about helping other women to reconnect with their feminine energy as well, the goddess within them. It is the universe's greatest gift for women, feminine energy, feminine power. With the ability to tapping into your feminine energy, you can attract more love, more happiness, more joy into your life. So I'm going to share with you a story about myself to let you know why I am so passionate about what I do. And maybe you can resonate with my story and you can learn from my story so you don't repeat the same mistakes that I did in the past. So this is my story. It was 11 p.m. and I was sitting in front of my computer, still working in a hotel far away from home. And my eyes were droopy and I struggled to keep them open. I felt so sleepy and so exhausted. I just wanted to go to bed, but I couldn't because I had so much work to do. Out of curiosity, who here works hard? Who here is a high achiever? Who here is an ambitious woman? If that is you, put me in the comment. So at the time, I was leading a national research team. I had a lot of responsibilities, so I was always busy. And one day, my boss asked me if I wanted to lead another team to conduct the research at the same time. And when I was having that conversation with her, I could really feel the level of stress and anxiety rising up in my body. I was freaking out. I couldn't do this. I was thinking in my head, I'm going to feel exhausted. I'm going to feel burnt out if I take on this job. How could she do this? How did she not know how much work I already have? And I was freaking out inside. But you know what I said to her? Yes, I'll do it. So despite how I felt inside, I still took on both jobs at the same time. And I wanted to tell her that no, I couldn't do this. But I was thinking in my head, what if she feels disappointed about me? What if she thinks that I'm not good enough? What if she doesn't like me if I say no to her? So despite how exhausted and how stressed I felt, I still took on both jobs at the same time. And I tried to work harder and I tried to push myself harder each day. And every day I was always the last person who left the office. And I sometimes even brought work home. And I was hoping that my boss would be so proud of me. And I was hoping that she would be so happy about me. Unfortunately, my boss never acknowledged how much I sacrificed for work, and she never appreciated my efforts that I put in for my job. I felt so frustrated. I felt so angry and so unfair. How can she do this to me? How can she not see how much work I put in, how much sacrifice I have made for this job? And I felt so frustrated. So who here has been in this situation before, where you felt so frustrated and so unfair when you care so much about someone, or when you help them so much, but they never appreciated you and they never acknowledged what you had done for them? If that is you, if you have been in this situation before, put me in the comment. It may be, at work or in your family or with your in-laws. Have you ever felt so frustrated and so unfair when, your in-laws just didn't appreciate what you had done for them, or your family member or your friends? So at the time, deep down, I knew that I couldn't continue to feel this way. I knew that I had to do something to change. So many times I wanted to quit the job, but I didn't have the courage to leave the job. And do you know why? Because I wanted to prove to my boss that I was good enough. And I didn't want to disappoint her. I wanted to prove myself. But one day, I couldn't handle it anymore. I decided to leave the job. And I started looking for something else that could make me feel better. But no matter what I did, I still didn't feel happy and fulfilled as what I wanted. There was still always a void inside of me awaiting to be filled by something else or someone else. I used to have the job that a lot of people wanted. The salary was great, the money was great, but my physical health and my mental health was terrible. And I had some certain success in my career at the time, but I didn't feel happy and fulfilled. The level of stress and unfulfillment were growing to the point that I had to question myself. What am I truly after in life? Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Like what Tony Robbins said, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. It doesn't matter how much success you have or how much money you have. If you don't feel happy, if you don't feel fulfilled, what's the point, right? So that question led me to my journey to go within, to reconnect with my authentic self, to really get a deep understanding about myself and to understand my emotions. I decided to invest a lot of money in coaching programs, and I met a lot of amazing life coaches and mentors and NLP trainers, and they helped me to understand so much about myself. I could understand why I felt the way I felt, why I thought the way I thought, and why I behaved the way I behaved. And I could understand so much about myself, and it all made sense to me, why I felt the way I felt. And I could really transform mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I could feel so much more confident about myself and so much happier and more fulfilled than ever before. So that journey within, the journey to get to understand myself at a much deeper level, helped me to realize that I used to have this negative pattern of constantly looking for external validation, not only from my boss, but also from my family and everybody around me. And I realized that I always yearned for the connection with other people, but I was the most disconnected with myself. I always wanted to make other people happy. I wanted them to like me, to connect with me, but I was the most disconnected with myself. And I always wanted to have the love and the validation and approval from people around me because I didn't have that level of self-love, self-acceptance, and self-confidence within me to fill myself up inside. And I realized that one of the barriers, one of the blocks that prevented me from reconnecting with my authentic self was my fear of being judged by other people. Who here has the fear of being judged by other people? Who here always worry about what other people may think about you? If that is you, put me in the comment. I used to have this massive fear of being judged by other people, and I was so disconnected with myself. And at the time, I didn't have that level of emotional intelligence that I have now. So I used to suffer from prolonged stress and anxiety. I was always worried about, well, what is my boss thinking about me? What is my friend thinking about me? What is everyone thinking about me? And I struggle to say no to people. What if they don't think that I'm a good person? I want them to, think that I'm a good person. So I would sacrifice my own needs to fulfill other people's needs. And my self-healing and self-development journey helped me to realize that my problems at the time had a lot to do with my wounded inner child, my emotional wounds, my mindset, my belief system, and my unconscious programming. So after I realized all of that, I could heal. I could reconnect with my authentic self, and I could get to a really healthy place where I had so much more confidence about myself, where I could truly trust myself and acknowledge what I am feeling, thinking, and doing. And no more prolonged stress and anxiety or burnout. And I no longer worry too much about what other people may think about me. And I feel so much more confident about myself, and I feel free to be myself, to raise my voice, to speak my truth. And I feel so much happier, fulfilled, and at peace than ever before. That's why I'm so passionate about helping other women to reconnect with their authentic self, to come back home to themselves, and to have a deep understanding of who they are, because there is nothing more powerful than having a true understanding of yourself and being deeply connected with who you are and living your life according to your own truth. That's why I created my coaching program, Reconnect with Yourself, to help you achieve the same results. And in this program, we are going to focus on 3 main components. The first one is to reconnect with your authentic self, to reclaim your self-worth so you can feel more confident to be who you are, and you can have more self-love and self-compassion. And the second component is reconnecting with your inner child. We are going to heal the emotional wounds that you have been carrying from your childhood, consciously or unconsciously, to release the negative emotions, to release the negative energy, to reclaim your inner peace and happiness. And the third component is to reconnect with your feminine energy, with the goddess within you, the universe's greatest gift for women, so that you can attract more ease, more flow, more joy into your life, and you can manifest the relationship of your dreams. You can, attract more love and romance into your relationship. In our society, women have been programmed to operate in an overly masculine way. And from the outside, a lot of women, they may look feminine, but they actually operate in an overly masculine way. So feminine energy has nothing to do with how you look. It is how you operate in life. So I used to be the same. In the past, I didn't even know what feminine energy was, and I didn't know how to tap into my feminine energy. So I always overworked. I always pushed myself to achieve goals after goals. So I always felt so exhausted and burnt out. And the understanding and embodiment of feminine energy has completely transformed the quality of my life, the quality of my mental health, the quality of my relationship with my husband. And we have the most beautiful relationship, full of love, romance, passion, respect, and happiness. So I would love to invite you to go on this journey with me, to reconnect with yourself, to reconnect with your feminine energy, so you can live a life with so much love, so much happiness, so much peace and fulfillment. This program has 6 modules and a bonus, which is 1 private coaching session with me, where you can ask me any questions. And if you have some personal issues that you don't feel comfortable to share in the group, you can bring to this private coaching session, and I'm going to help you to gain more clarity about your problems, and we'll see where to go from there. If you are someone who is really busy, don't worry, you can access the recordings at any time. And in this program, I am going to give you step-by-step guidance and practical psychological tools and NLP techniques and coaching exercise, so that you can immediately apply to your life, to your current situation. And they are really easy to use, and there is no dry and boring theory in my program. They are very practical, very useful, and highly effective. Anyone can apply these tools and techniques, and any women at any age can do this program, and it is life-changing. The investment of this program is $555. And to make it easier for you to afford, you can choose the payment plan, which is only $195 with 3 payments. So 3 payments of $195. And we are going to start this program very soon on the 2nd of December, so this Saturday. So if you are interested and you want to sign up, just DM me. I'll send you the link to register. There are only more than 30 days until the end of 2023, right? If you want to end this year with a smile on your face and a heart full of love and happiness to welcome 2024 with positive energy, then this is the program for you. All right, thank you so much everyone for listening, and I hope to see you soon.